Jay, obviously an optional skate today, but yesterday Tyler Benson was not on the ice. Do you have an update on him, and is he an option for tonight?
He's an option for tonight. He had just had a little bit of non-COVID related illness yesterday, and feels better today, so he's back out there for the morning skate.
Just a little housekeeping, going with Koskinen tonight?
Koskinen will be our starter tonight.
Okay, great.
Big night for the Blackhawks. Obviously, they're honoring Nikos Stromerson, but also a huge night for Duncan Keith as he makes his return here. Can you just talk a little bit about what he's been like for the team overall? I mean, I know he missed a few weeks with injury, but in the big picture.
Yeah, and I've only been here for about three weeks or so, but my impression of Duncan is one of a true professional. His career speaks for itself. He's somebody whose stature amongst our or within our dressing room and amongst our players goes well beyond just what he does on the ice surface. He commands a lot of respect in the way that he carries himself, the way that he prepares for each game, and very happy for him to come back into this building that means so much to him. I know he's focused on an important game for our team tonight.
Just talk a little bit about the hallway experience yesterday that we a lot of us saw on social media.
Yeah, it was a special time. I'm sure for him, but the fellas really enjoyed doing something for such a valued teammate.
You know, if you talk to anyone in the Hawks organization, his methods for preparation can be extreme, and then his antics are just as out there. Can you give an example of each that you've seen?
Well, again, I've only been here for 3 weeks, and he's only played one game with me as the head coach of the Oilers. So I'm getting to know some of those things that you're referencing there. But in all seriousness, you don't have the career that Duncan Keith has had unless you are someone who has a way of going about his business. He's someone who has a routine. He trusts that routine, and that has allowed him to play in this league for a very long time, and not just play, but be a very, very good defenseman at this level. So, I think for our group, he is an important member of our team because he lends that experience, and he's willing to share it amongst his teammates.
Cody Ceci playing in game number 600 tonight. What have you seen from Ceci that's made him so effective? Because it seems like he keeps it really simple, but always makes the right play.
Yeah, I think Ceci is simple, straightforward, direct. We're talking about Duncan Keith's professionalism. I think Cody Ceci is an excellent professional as well. Someone who quietly goes about his business, who is consistent in his process, and he does a lot of things that might go unnoticed by fans or the media, but they're not unappreciated by his coaching staff or his teammates. I can tell you that. He's a very valued and trusted teammate in our dressing room.
You look at the standings, and it seems like the Blackhawks have fallen on hard times. But what do you see on the ice from them, and where are they a threat?
Well, I'm going to bring it back to the Oilers. I'm going to do it from the Oilers lens or perspective, which is that we've put a lot of emphasis on staying present, of trying to get better each day, and making sure that we're taking care of what's immediately before us. What I see before us tonight is a team that went into Edmonton and beat the Oilers. So they have very good hockey players. They have a belief in the way they're playing now, and they're going to return some pretty good players to the lineup tonight. So we are well aware of the quality of opponent, and I'll bring it back to us again. That's where our focus and attention is.
Staying in the present, staying in the right now, in your time here with the club, how well have they been at doing that?
I think our club's done a very good job, and that's a credit to our players. When we came in a few weeks ago, we being Dave and myself and joining the team up in Edmonton, we wanted to pay our players the compliment of high expectations. And what do I mean by that? I mean, we wanted to have high expectations for us on a day in, day out basis, and have been nothing but impressed by the work ethic, attention to detail, and dedication of our players. We know what's before us, and we're going to be systematic in our process of trying to take care of the day's business.
What do you think getting a player of Jonathan Taves' caliber means, getting him back means for the Hawks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he is one of the work ethic catalysts for the Chicago Blackhawks. He's good in a lot of different areas. Starts in the face-off circle for him. I see a 200-foot player that is willing to check for his chances, and somebody who, if you give him too much time and space in the offensive zone, that he can make you pay. So he's certainly someone that we're going to pay a lot of attention to tonight.